Hey guys, Rex here. You may remember me from such courses as we shoot 30-inch targets at 2,750 yards because we can, and it's not hard if you know what to do. Or another course we do is where we shoot clay pigeons at 1,200, and all the range guys are like, what? How do they do this? We have way too much fun. It's been a little while since our last rant video. I haven't been lighting my hair on fire and running in circles a lot lately. Kind of because there's not a whole lot of good that would do if I was to just go onto panic mode, right? And so trying to lead from a position of relative stability in terms of not being jerked around too much by the stupid world. Like, they're going to do what they're going to do. We all kind of knew it was coming. Us good guys, right? Like, for generations, it's not a surprise. And you see now the crazy silliness everyone's expected to participate in, not to mention all the infringements that people are gearing up to do. And here's kind of the basic, super simple fact of the matter. I don't really care what some crazy person writes down on a piece of paper and runs around the playground telling everyone they got to do. Because there's this thing that exists that people forget about called, you ready? Certain and unalienable rights. Certain as in you have them certainly. Unalienable as like it's impossible to be alienated from them. Okay? Now, do we deserve to have freedom? Well, people often claim that as a birthright, American birthright of liberty, and I've even used that terminology before, but in all reality, it's something that requires maintenance. And if you don't change the oil on your Liberty Mobile, it will quit driving. And for the most part, for the last 3, 4, 5, 6 generations, our country has not been paying any attention to that, and we've kind of been a slave to comforts and been very, very not vigilant on that. And plus, in all honesty too, here's another big point. How can we expect a bunch of crazy politicians who automatically already are starting off in a bad way almost any time, even the good ones, right? You find a good politician and they immediately jump into the nearest bear trap. Like it's almost an impossible situation. But how can we expect them to behave better than we do? It's a cultural problem in the United States, and we can yell at the ones that have climbed to the top of Mount Stupidity to put themselves and perch themselves in a position of authority, but we're still all on Mount Stupidity, okay? So it's a cultural issue. It will never be fixed, fixed for sure, for a long-term deal, for real fixing, until our culture is corrected. And we cannot expect them at the top to do it. That's not the way it works. We produce those politicians where the culture they come from, and so we need to get that fixed. So that's one reason why I don't run around with my hair on fire, is because we kind of deserve to go through this test. We honestly do not deserve just to inherit stuff for free with zero trial. There has to be some kind of effort involved in maintaining these blessings that we have gotten. They're really blessings. Liberty is a blessing that we get when we're obedient to what the Almighty prescribed for us to be doing. And when we're disobedient, just like his nation of Israel, go into captivity for a while, and he basically has even enabled the enemies of his own country to go into exile and to go into captivity for long periods of time to be straightened out. So that's kind of how I view it. That being said, of course, I stand up for the general principles of righteousness and liberty and all that stuff. And all but I think it's important for us to be honest with our situation. We're never going to get out of it by BSing ourselves and pretending our poop don't stink. Okay? And that's really where the problem is. It's our problem that we created. It's not like it's unjustly just flew out of the sky and landed on our head, okay? It's not like we're William Wallace and Braveheart. Our generation is wicked and adulterous. So that's why I've not been lighting my hair on fire, running in a circle on trying to hammer out the symptoms of the problem, okay? Those are symptoms. The fact that we have lost liberty, and the fact that there are a multitude of goofballs trying to control us on every level. is a symptom of a core problem. And I would rather invest my time into trying to make sure my own house is squared away, number one, with that core problem. Making sure my family is, because that's something that's actually within the realm of my control, is my own house, my own family, my friends, my tight circles, my community, right? That's something I actually do have some control over. And so that's where I've been putting my energy to try to make sure that that stuff is squared away. But really, guys, like, here's a situation with these politicians and these micromanagers that want to control your life on every aspect. Don't let them steal your peace. Like, that's something no one should be able to take away from you. You surrender that at your own will. Like, you choose to give away your peace. I don't let them take away my peace. Not anymore. Like, I used to get riled up about it. But when you really back up and look at the overall situation, that's not helping at all, right? And so standing firm in what you believe is good, but you can do that a lot better, and you have a lot more leverage on that situation and a lot better control over your destiny when you remove their handles that they usually use to steer you around, which is stealing your peace of mind. Because if they can get you riled up, they're engaging in unconventional warfare, and the essence of that is to tweak you until you overreact straight into their bear trap. Don't volunteer for that deal. Be a good person, be nice, train super hard, train smart, train efficiently, but most of all, keep your own house in order. Don't let them have your soul. Don't give it to them. And insist on being a free dude. All right, I hope that was helpful for you guys. It's good to see you again, and we will catch you soon in the future. Nice.
I've never taken a long-range class before, but I can't imagine anybody delivering this much information in this short of a period.
Yeah, it takes a while. After you've been around a while, you kind of accumulate most of this information. Some of it falls by the wayside. Some of it you retain. At least you know it's there, and if you need to use it, you can pull on it.
You cannot miss an opportunity to gain knowledge. You cannot. The guys that are going to talk here, there must be 250 years of experience wandering around in the people that you're going to be exposed to. And I'm talking like hard-earned experience.
Rex is, of course, an absolute natural. He showed us over the years that, so I wasn't surprised to see him perform beautifully because he was born for it. He is naturally an awesome presenter. So whether he does it through YouTube, on video camera, or live, and by the way, congratulations, this is beyond the full house. I really think some people snuck up on you, man. You got to double check on who paid and who didn't, because I see more than 80 people here. I see north of 100 people.
If you have not been studying long range for quite some time, I'm not saying not to come to this class. I'm saying you better put your helmet on. It's gonna go fast. You can't get information like this going to happen in this class. You can't get that like anywhere.
He's already well known and he'll get better and better and better.
But you're right. We have a very strong concentration of people with this much interest and passion. You know, in this one room, everybody's here looking for the best and trying to be the best, and I love it.
And that's the secret to success, too, guys, is surrounding yourself with competent, intelligent, and passionate people.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot in this room, because everybody that gathers together here is because of a love for the sport or the craft and the skill and the art and the science. And you, Mr. Rex, you're kicking some butt up there today, man. You're in the zone.
I'm getting sweatier and sweatier, Lou. Wait until 4 hours from now.
You know, I'm a little scared to get up there. I mean, Rex is such a great speaker in this forum, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm going to bore these guys to death. But I can tell you one thing I like about these type of forums: when you get guys that admit to being interested in long-range shooting, you're past the guy who swears he can shoot a quarter-inch group with his factory Savage with factory ammo. So these guys, they're not at that point. They've gone past that. They're really serious now, and they really know a lot of this stuff. It's more about how much further can I push my
This is where they've come with
capabilities with more knowledge and more practice and more information.
We'll have a good time. The students will have a good time. You're going to get a tremendous level of information, and there are different levels of knowledge. And when I met Rex, he was really the first guy that I had met that had that kind of tier 1 level of knowledge.
This won't be the last time that you guys do this. This is the best thing that I have seen or been associated with thus far in this industry. This is really good. I think that the guys have learned a lot about this on relative to the topics and how to handle it at the next one that they do. I expect that the next one will be better and better and better, and I think that the guys that go to it are going to benefit and learn a lot.
But you're going to see some amazing things. When this company, as he builds this company and this curriculum, and it goes, I'm telling you, it's going to be a bookmark in American firearms training history. Like, something is different over there, what's going on, and people will come from all over.
Hey folks, Lou McCoy with the Rex Reviews Project, and we are here in Texas. Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of fun. I'm here with Jesse and his lovely wife, and what do you guys have to say after the second day?
So we get out here, the first thing we did was check out all of our guns and equipment. We want that solid. We learn the fundamentals, make sure that everybody is doing things like correctly and properly, and that way when we start shooting out the longer distances, we don't we don't have to wonder what's all going on out there, you know. And I think that's really cool, because you feel a lot more confident knowing that you're solid, you got a solid foundation when you start engaging things way out there. So.
And you
I think that's great.
Yeah, man. And you start off really close, and you get all the bugs worked out, and then you work out farther, and it's no big deal. It's easy.
Yeah,
it's easy. So the system works, Mr. Rex. It works, my man.
Just this experience was probably the best shooting experience I've ever had. It was the most I've ever learned, ever. So just getting to shoot out to 1,000, 1,100 yards, and these guys get you out there quick and do it the right way.
But I think it's rolling down off the snow. Right.
Now what? 3?
Nah. That's still barely a 2. Now what's a talk? Single.
Oh yeah? It's hot air. Nothing.
Yeah, reticle choice and design, I've really learned to, like, that's really important. You know, we always focus on all the other stuff, you know, but reticle design, you know, is very critical.
If you pay attention to those classes and watch those reviews, it'll all come together for you, and this is a place where it all comes together.
Yeah, and you get out in the field and you get to apply all that knowledge and see it in action, and that's gratifying.
Absolutely, and it's the real world issues that that you're really learning here, as opposed to just you get all that technical data, and then you bring it out here to the real world and you put it all together and it works.
The secret Rex taught me about butterfly kisses on the cheek. And
it's actually true?
It was true.
Did it work?
It totally worked.
What?
It totally was. It happened earlier today, and all day I've been just on.
Like I just said a minute ago, yesterday everybody showed up. They were nervous. They didn't know what to expect. And look at the crowd behind us now. It's like a party back there, man. People are just having the time of their lives, and not only having a good time, but making some shots too. Some impressive ones.
They're learning what they come out here with. The dot drills, a lot of the drills that Rex and Paul are having us do, they really make you, get you into shape and make you, do exactly what you did the last time and be consecutive, So I think that's a just super way to start to do this stuff. So.
Yeah, it is. And you lay that solid foundation, and the rest is easy, man.
Yeah, we're just now it's not even really hard to shoot out there. We're shooting out at 1,100 yards, and really not that big a deal now after we, now that we know what to do.
All right, what just happened, man?
I just hit a water bottle at 875 yards.
And you had one shot.
One shot.
That's not bad. So what's the secret, man?
Aim small, miss small.
Amen. Well done, brother.
Thank you.
As long as you pay attention and do what the instructors say, it will all come together as an equation, and the equal sign pops right up.
Name's Edwin from Boston. Traveled out here to Pennsylvania to take the class to shoot past my home range of 600. Shot out to 1030, made some hits. Every time Rex teaches you something new and gets you comfortable, he totally messes with you. Gets you dirty, gets you muddy, makes you roll around in the rain and the mud and the dust. And then he takes your scope and he messes it all up, and he teaches us something new every time. So great time, good guys.
Nice shooting there, Tex.
Thanks, man. Second round hit on the gong and first round hit on Fred. Almost a 1,000-yard shot. That was pretty awesome.
Feels good for first stage of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I wasn't shooting very good yesterday, but it's good to come back.
Haven't shot past 400 yards until I came to RX-18. Right off the bat, brought us right out to 1,000 yards, gave us some confidence. And after working the range tables, I see no reason why I couldn't hit any target that I knew the true range to and had the dope for, all the way out to and including 1,000 yards.
You're exposing, all the different students, including myself, to some different techniques, pulling from different arenas, whether it be from some application of competition, PRS, NRL kind of things. When we can't always take a prone shot, shooting off of obstacles, from unstable positions.
I came to the RX just to learn everything. It's a great place to be, great people. Learned quite a bit. Got me dialed in at ranges I've never even looked at before.
I've been to RX 17001 seminar and 001 shooting, and so I had some familiarity, but this is just a lot better. This is what I really enjoy. The instruction is again top-notch. We learn any problems we have, we immediately have someone to diagnose the problem. It's because it's so relaxed, the environment, you're constantly learning and you don't even really realize it. I think it's just been an awesome experience, and the knowledge is unbelievable.
Hey, my name's Mitch. I just over here at the Rex Live Fire event. Learned a hell of a lot. I got my rifle zero for 100 yards yesterday, and within a few hours I was hitting 1,030 yards. And I've never shot past 300 yards in my life. So it's definitely worth the money, definitely worth the trip, the hassle, everything about it's been great. Rex has been great, the crew's been great.
Oh, this has been terrific. From my standpoint, we've seen things that we never expected to see. Let me see, we've got one guy, first time ever, at over a mile or whatever, and he's hitting 25, 80.
I think everyone got to a mile, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone got to a mile in the whole class relatively easily.
It's really been surprising, and that just shows how the equipment, and it shows how the shooters have progressed learning and with the instruction and all. These guys have had good instruction, and they've just got the job done.
And how far were you shooting?
It was 1 mile.
1 mile, and what were you using here?
300 Win Mag.
300 Win Mag.
But probably not. Watch out, Rex.
So you just hit the 2,500 yards. Like, what's your solution?
It was 116 and a half MOA elevation and 14 MOA windage.
And you had 4 shots.
Yes, sir.
You got in your team?
I had 6, so 10 total to hit 2551.
So tell me the story. How'd you finally spot where you're hitting?
I saw the trace. I saw his trace, and I called it good, but he was about 6 inches off the top right corner of the plate. He made a minor correction, bottom left edge of the plate, and I saw the top of the bullet, but I lost it, but it was an impact. So awesome shot.